We are now approaching Wadi es-Sebua, the Valley of the Lions. I've been looking forward to seeing this temple for so long.
Unfawesome.
This site has 3 relocated temples.
Just over the sand dune, you can see the temple of the Valley of the Lions of Ramses II.
We are given a warm welcome by the man who lives at this site by himself, employed to care for the temple. Wadi es-Sebua was built very close to the river and experienced annual flooding. The protective sphinxes were often drowned. Waiting for the flood to subside, engineers had a very small window of opportunity to dismantle the temple and relocate it. Thankfully, by the early 70s, it was saved and moved 4 kilometers inland. Order over chaos was restored, much like the story of the falcon Horus defeating the evil Set and avenging his father Osiris. Captive Nubian enemies crouch below the lion-headed Sphinx of Ramses II. South are the Nubians, and north are the Libyans. The Sphinx was a harsh reminder that you obeyed the Egyptians here. This temple was originally named the Domain of Amun in the worship of Ramses.
Inside the hallway, walking towards the temple of Amun, are these beautiful sphinxes of Ramses. As you walk up, you hear the echoes coming back to you from the temple walls. Ramses standing here with a beautiful woman at his side. Let's go see. It's actually one of Ramses' daughters, named Bintanath.
Around year 25 of Ramses' reign, she is given the title of Great Royal Wife, although she wasn't a wife in that sense, since Ramses and his late wife, Nefertari, disapproved of inbreeding. Bintanath's name is Semitic of Canaanite origin.
This colossal statue of Ramses II holding the staff of Khnum, the creator god. But what's even more impressive is the dedication on the outside. Ramses II smiting the enemies, presenting them before Amun.
Shown as an equal to the god, Ramses wears the feathers of Amun, smiting the Nubians for him and smiting the Libyans for Ra on the other side. This site was the official residence of Setau, the Egyptian nobleman who in year 35 of Ramses' reign became the Viceroy of Kush. Ramses trusted Setau to set up this temple as a key trading point for people traveling to and from Egypt between Nubia. For centuries, this forecourt would have been bustling with traders. But that was all the public was allowed to see. Further in the temple, the pharaoh becomes divine.
Inside this temple, Ramses II is declaring himself to be a god. For in fact, we see the god Atum holding Ramses II with his name above.
This North Egyptian god was said to have created the universe.
Ramses, in essence, becoming a god. On the other side, we see Ramses II offering to Amun, Ra, and in the center, himself.
The hidden one, Amun, the king of the gods, On the other side, we see the god Geb, the god of the earth, seated with Ramses being offered to by the pharaoh. In a lower register, we see the god Amun-Min, Amun as the fertility god, with Ramses appeasing him. Bathed in sunlight, Ramses seated between Amun and his wife Mut. Although Nefertari had died by then, this image of Mut is most probably inspired by Nefertari, since she was the god's wife. Inside this court with pillars lined with statues of Ramses in the form of Osiris, we get the idea that he's taking on more religious roles rather than militaristic endeavors.
The inner sanctuary here shows Ramses II offering to several gods.
1,600 years after its construction, this temple was converted into a Christian church. Ramses on either side offering flowers, but now an image has been altered. In the center, we see an image of Saint Peter. This sanctuary would have originally housed the barge of the gods. On the walls, we see Ramses offering to the barge, an event that actually took place here. The other side, Ramses wears a cap crown or headcloth while pouring out oils and burning incense before the barge. On the barge is the shrine of Amun. The pharaoh holds the staff of the god while offering him lotus oils. And from this, Ramses is given strength from the wife of Amun. A diverse range of gods here, Anath on the left, Tefnut with the lioness head, Ramses, and the god of hunting and war named Anhur. Ramses had a very deep religious understanding. Religion was probably one of the most important things in ancient Egypt, and to study religion was lifting you onto the level of purity. Many people were not allowed in these temples, so you had to have a deep understanding of what you were looking at.
Ramses offering incense to Ptah, himself, Geb, and a beautiful depiction of Hathor shown with the body of a woman and the head of a cow. Quite unique. But what I love the most is Ramses between Hathor and Geb, here shown in full color, wearing his war armor and beautiful blue lapis necklaces.
Showcasing so many gods in one temple meant that Ramses was connecting himself to them, like Amun, who was the king of the gods.
Two sphinxes holding the key of life, wearing the crowns of Upper and Lower Egypt. These are the sphinxes on the outside of this temple, and they are protecting the name of Ramses II.
Ramses wanted to protect his name. That is why he stamped it over and over to ensure we still spoke about him today.
Because this was used by the Coptics, this temple, much of the ceiling has been blacked out. But interestingly, Ramses' name has been taken out with the cross.
Exiting, I start to think of all of those exotic animals brought from Nubia into Egypt that would have rested right here.
Unfawesome.